Hello, this is April Schuster, and this is my portfolio. This is a project I did in digital illustration. This was like first quarter when I started going to Rasmussen. We had to do a retro ad slash social ad project, and this is how it turned out. I love Snapchat and I love the 50s style, so I kind of combined it, and this is the outcome. This is one of my projects I did in typography, and the basis of it was to create a shape out of text, out of not just text, but musical lyrics. And the first thing that popped in my head was like All Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix. And I just made a tower based from the song. So this is the outcome of that. I had a lot of fun with it, played around with a lot of colors for the background and everything. Um, Me and my teacher finally decided that this dark blue really gave off a good contrast for the project, and I'm just really, really, really happy with it. It was a lot of work and it was very time consuming, but overall it turned out great, in my opinion. This is another typography project. This is also the first quarter of when I started Rasmussen. This one, and going back to the Watchtower assignment. Well, this was actually a lot of fun. This is like the final project we had to do in that class, I believe. And there was a lot of feedback going back and forth. And actually, the two girls in this picture are my former coworkers. And it was a lot of teamwork involved in this assignment. I actually used my friend's Google Pixel phone because my phone was not working great and I had a camera that wasn't working good enough. So, and like, it had so much clarity in this phone she had. So I asked her if I could borrow it for this assignment, and she did, and it turned out really good. I played around with the contrast and the brightness in the image. This is like, I played with Photoshop, but not this much, I guess. So this is like the start of my love for Photoshop. I was really scared to use it before, but this project kind of brought my interest in Photoshop to life. Just played around with like the different text placements, and actually Hump Day Headlines was like a podcast slash Facebook Live thing. The company I work for did every Wednesday. Hump Day Headlines, yeah, and um, it took quite a few days working on this. It was actually the most fun. It wasn't stressful at all. I loved working with my coworkers on this assignment. My teacher, he loved how it turned out. So I don't have anything negative to say about it. It was just a great experience. And I think at some point, magazine covers would be actually a lot of fun to work with and create. Moving on, this is an assignment I worked on not last quarter, but the quarter before this. It was in digital photography, I believe. And basically, I digitally painted a portrait of myself, which was really interesting. I've done portraits of myself with pencil and a sketchbook, but I've never done this on Photoshop. It's not, there's some, I know like I'd really like to fix my hair. So throughout this class, I have intentions on tweaking a few things for this. Digital painting is my favorite thing to do now, but it's really tedious and it takes a lot of time. And I just always like point out my flaws, and that comes with regular paint or, painting in general, I guess. And being an artist, nothing is perfect anyway. But yes, so I did this in digital photography. It was very stressful, like with the skin tone, matching everything up, the shading, the highlights. But all in all, like, it turned out pretty good, and I'm glad to put it in my portfolio, and I'm also excited to do some tweaking to this. The thing I'm most proud of is probably how I really like how the eyes turned out. This is my favorite part of this piece. Okay, moving on. Actually, I made this. This was in advanced photography. Advanced digital photography? Yeah. And this is based on an actual short film I had to make in digital media project last quarter, which was really stressful, but it was a lot of fun. And we had to do a movie poster in advanced photography. And this is what I came up with. I was like, well, this is perfect. I'm already working on a short film, so I'll go with this. And I named the film Claws because, well, it's kind of a horror movie horror movie thriller about this cat, which is my cat. And he like morphs into this demonic creature. He like comes back from the dead, so the owner thinks, and stalks her, and spoiler alert, murders her. And yeah, it was just, I really love tying certain projects, like print projects like this, into other projects. There's just so many different levels. And I can't remember what fonts I use, but this is also based on like the actual Jaws movie poster that was created. And if you're curious about that, just look it up, search Jaws movie poster. I think my favorite thing about this project was actually like it was the first time I've used 3D font editing in Photoshop, and that's where Claws came from on the top of the image. So I'm looking forward to trying that again. Okay, next is, this is my favorite project. Oh, I had so much fun with it. This is another advanced photography project. It's Minnesota here and it's cold. It's mid-January, but this was like in December, and we just got a bunch of snow, and the assignment was to actually find some like nature elements, like rocks or sticks, just anything with like a general texture. And all the snow on the ground, like, where am I going to find a rock? So I scouted around, and like I actually found this huge rock underneath a bunch of snow, and I took a couple pictures of it. I uploaded it and I put it in Photoshop. I used the sphere tool, the clipping mask or whatever it's called. I'm not really good at titles, but yeah, and I didn't really want to make a perfectly round shape. It's a planet. I mean, it is like really like smooth looking. That's one thing I kind of want to edit throughout this class, is like make it a little more rougher looking, considering it's a planet and they're not all perfect shapes. But I just had so much fun with the colors and adding the stars and the little sun detail right there on the right corner. And the UFO cheese grater looking thing was a building in the city. It's a museum, and I cut out a picture of that and I turned it into this UFO shape, or this object. So yeah, I'd say best for last, I guess. Like, I just had so much fun with all of this, like every like portfolio piece. So I just wanted to share with you guys, and I hope you all like it. Thanks for watching.